Today I'm joined by political scientist Dina Aykenova. We will discuss current state and perspectives of bilateral relations between Kazakhstan and South Korea. Dina, thanks for joining me now. Okay, the President of South Korea is about to arrive at the residence of the President of Kazakhstan, Akorda. This is where the ceremonial part of high-level meetings traditionally takes place. The last meeting between Kassym-Jomart Tokayev and Yoon Yeol was at the United Nations headquarters in New York in September last year. At that time, they discussed the prospects for further developing the Kazakh-Korean strategic partnership. The South Korean leader noted that his country is interested in deepening mutually beneficial cooperation with Kazakhstan. This time, the President of South Korea is on a week-long trip through Central Asia. He arrived in our country right after his visit to Turkmenistan and plans to visit Uzbekistan as well. The goal of the trip is to expand the cooperation between South Korea and the Central Asian region in the field of mineral resources and other key sectors. This is Yoon's first overseas trip since his state visit to the Netherlands in December of last year. The Central Asia tour will last until June 15. The South Korean leader is accompanied by the First Lady and representatives of more than 60 Korean companies. We can see that the Korean president's motorcade approached the main entrance of Akorda, and he will be welcomed personally by the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. I should remind you that Kassym-Jomart Tokayev visited South Korea with an official visit in August of 2021. Now we can see the ceremonial part of the visit just has begun. The President of South Korea is gonna meet the representatives of Kazakh delegations, including the heads of Kazakh ministries, who will be discussing many important issues with their Korean counterparts today. Today, the presidents of both countries will hold talks and participate in the Kazakh-Korean Business Forum. Several bilateral documents will be signed during this visit. Earlier, representatives of the Korean delegation said that the South Korean president's trip to Central Asia would create new business opportunities for South Korean companies in energy, critical minerals, infrastructure, and other areas. They also mentioned diversifying cooperation in new fields such as climate change response and technology. We will discuss all of this in more details with our guest in the studio in a few minutes. Now you can see that the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, meets the delegation from the South Korea. Those are the heads of ministries of Korea and the representatives of Korean delegation. Now I guess this is the part where the national anthems of both countries, of the Republic of Korea and Kazakhstan, will be played. Okay, that was a part of welcoming ceremony with national anthems of the Republic of Korea and the national anthem of Republic of Kazakhstan. Okay, now I suggest you let's take a closer look at the president of South Korea. Yoon Yeol has been the president of South Korea since May 2022. He was a candidate from the opposition party. Before that, Yoon Yeol served as a prosecutor general. He is the 13th president of South Korea. After winning the election, he emphasized unity in the country. In his election program, he also focused on strengthening relations with the United States of America and economic cooperation with China. The official welcome ceremony at the presidential residence has concluded. Now it is time to discuss the important issues of today's visit with our expert. Let me remind you that we have political scientist Dina Aykenova in our studio. So, once again, thank you for joining us. These days, the president of South Korea is visiting several Central Asian countries, including Kazakhstan. What is Seoul's interest in our region and in Kazakhstan in particular?
As you mentioned, of course, this is the part of visit to Kazakhstan is a part of political tour of the president Yoon Yeol to Central Asian countries even since the December of the last year. It means that after visiting the Netherlands, the Europe, it means that Central Asian countries are in the focus of attention of the Republic of Korea. Mm-hmm. And I believe that this visit will bring lots of negotiations and signing bilateral some documents that can widen our negotiations and our cooperation in general.
Mm-hmm. How does President Yoon's political agenda influence South Korean foreign policy towards Central Asia and Kazakhstan?
We have something in common. The Republic of Southern Korea and South Korea and Kazakhstan. Both of these countries, we have multilateral foreign policy. We provide and keep in touch and with countries from different regions and try to have different markets all over the world. Mm-hmm. And in this sphere, we both of our countries, we have good relations with China, with Russia, and the USA, and of course the European countries as well.
Mm-hmm. As we all know, South Korea now faces significant demographic challenges, including an aging population, low birth rates, which have implications for its economy. So my question is, how might these demographic issues influence South Korean foreign policy priorities in economic cooperation with Kazakhstan?
I should mention a little bit more about the political agenda of the president of South Korea. The election program, when he mentioned that he wants to provide the Koreans with housing, with widen their technologies and AI, and spread his, the Korean presence in other countries, in other different industries. Mm-hmm. And of course, Korea is now facing the problems, demographic problems. It's like a phenomena in Korea when young people do not want to have children, and they live, and they mostly live one by one. They do not even want to live to get married, and this, of course, provides some difficulties in the birth rate, but at the same time, I should mention that our Kazakhstan people are very interested in Korea, in visiting Korea, and even in working there. Yes. Talking about taking into consideration the information from our ministries Korea invites our citizens to work there without visa, just having some shortage of knowledge of Korean language, and they can work there. And this can be some kind of part of Korean way to provide the labor market in Korea. Moreover, I should mention the medical tourism of Korea, when about 60% of Kazakhstan people, the 60% of all Central Asian medical tourists that visit Korea are from Kazakhstan. Our people generally visit Korea for some medical checkup and curing from, for example, cancer,
yes,
because they have more than 3,000 medical, hospitals and licensed medical private centers with high technology in medicine.
Mm-hmm. Let us talk a little bit about geopolitics in our region, between our countries. How significant is South Korean influence in Central Asia compared to other big countries, big players like China or Russia?
Well, Korea is one of the in the five top leaders of investment in Central Asia, and of course in Kazakhstan as well. We've got bilateral cooperation since 1992, and as well as this, we have from 2009 strategic partnership between Kazakhstan and Korea. It means that Kazakhstan is very important for Korea. Firstly, because of geopolitical part, because our position, the geographical position between
energy.
Yes, again, our presidents they have something in common. Both of them, they believe that renewable energy resources alternative. This is the future, and this can be the aim for both countries. Just because we know this energy crisis in the world in general, and this we have wind, we have sun power. This can be used for our purpose, and of course maybe this will be the building of nuclear power station, because Korea was interested in building these stations in Kazakhstan, because they have about 4 nuclear stations on territory of Korea. With each of these, they have 4 energy blocks, and maybe in this sphere we'll have some kind of cooperation.
Dina, thank you very much for your time and expertise. It was actually a pleasure to talk to you. Today I was joined by political scientist Dina Aykenova, who answered our questions regarding the agenda of the state visit of President of the Republic of Korea to Kazakhstan. We will be following the upcoming events and will share it with you. So stay tuned and watch Silkway TV channel. See you later.